Yo, Vance!
Yo, what up, Cruz? Annie, not Terry Cruz.
Not Tom Cruise either.
Not Tom Cruise.
Could be Penelope, because, you know, we got the same last name, but
Penelope
not really.
I don't know. I don't know. That's honestly, I never thought of Penelope in that whole segment. And like the weird thing is, like Penelope is like one of my favorites, so I probably should have. Cruz.
Vance.
Everybody is listening to the #1 male-female hosted wrestling podcast on the planet. Did you know that?
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that, Vance?
I don't know. I feel like I'm getting way more Tinder matches since our viewership went up. But I'm hoping it's not the Tinder matches listening.
Well, big ups to all the people that have tuned in, all the new listeners and or viewers. For those of you that might be watching the video version, of course. And if it's your first time, I'm Annie Cruz. Stone Cold Annie Cruz. Can I just steal that from you, Vance?
You're going to steal the one fucking name that I used to use that I actually liked?
Oh, Stone Cold Cruz.
Fine. You're Stone Cold Cruz. And I'm the Heartbreak Kid. Vance. Rob Vance, damn.
Hey!
I'm Rob.
There you go.
Rob Vance, damn.
Vance, you know what movie I saw that we definitely have to review now?
Yes, I do. I'm going to see it tomorrow after you threw it in my face several times. You were seeing it early. So, yeah, I do know what movie.
I don't want to get into it because I want you to watch it first. And then, of course, I want to do a separate podcast, kind of bring back the whole advanced cruise control and do our version of ACC, the Going Over edition, where we review a WWE production of Fighting with My Family.
Going over,
bringing it up. The only reason why I'm bringing this up, Vance, okay? Yeah. I was really debating with myself on whether or not I wanted to even bring this up on today's show, but you know, I'm like, fuck it, okay? So last weekend, I went to a casting call.
Yes, you did.
And without saying what this casting call was for, let's just say it's wrestling related, okay?
And WWE related, or should we not say that?
Well, you already said it, Vance. It doesn't matter because it was publicized.
Could be WWE related. Could be.
No, it was. So, okay. When you watch Fighting with...
you have to go into it.
Well, when you watch Fighting with My Family, you're probably going to understand exactly what I mean by this with what I'm about to say next here. I had the most Paige-esque experience at this casting call in the sense that almost all the girls, because obviously this is a female only casting call, okay?
I know, Cruz. You keep telling me. I get it. I couldn't go.
All these all these girls were wearing high heels, looked like models, and I'm just like in my leather jacket and my ripped jeans and my combat boots, looking the way I look, and I'm just kind of like, am I at the right casting call? What the hell is going on here? Is this American Idol? Like literally, we had like an American Idol moment, dude, where the camera came by and like everybody yell from what city you're from, and I literally looked at the girl next to me and I'm like, what the hell is happening here? And she's like, yeah, it's kind of like American Idol. It's kind of weird. It's like inappropriate. So I'm like, yeah, not appropriate for what we're here for. But anyways, without getting into too much detail, the bottom line is a lot of the girls there do not follow wrestling, do not have experience in wrestling. That's all I'm going to say. We can get further into it after you watch the movie Fighting with My Family, and you'll know exactly what I mean, Vance, when you finally do it. That's what Cruz was talking about. My Paige moment at this
I'm excited.
casting call.
I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going to do a matinee, Cruz.
Did you watch the documentary, Vance?
I did watch the documentary. Well, it took me 2 nights to watch it because I fell asleep. It wasn't because the documentary was bad. It was just because, like, I don't know. I just baked myself into the wrong mood. And so I watched it, though. It was fun. I'm really excited because I've been watching a lot of the behind the scenes stuff too that The Rock's been posting.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Cruz, I mean, dude, this has been a week, right?
Yeah, well, speaking of movies, though, well, I know we're going to go into news and stuff. They're making a Hulkamania movie, Vance.
I know, Cruz. It's in my goddamn list.
All right, we'll get into news later.
Do I ever say, and let's ask the Going Over universe what's going on? No. Because I have no followers. I could ask the Going Over universe just talking to you.
Anywho, let's just jump right into it, Vance, because a lot of shit has happened. Can I just, can I start off by saying this, though? Okay. This is probably one of the best Raws that they've had in a long time. Wouldn't you agree? Would you agree with that statement?
I would totally agree with that statement. And I think the reason why is because of people who aren't normally on Raw. Would you concur?
I concur.
I think they're really trying to I was going to cover this kind of in the news, but I guess we can just jump right into it now. So they had the NXT call-ups on Raw this week. Triple H came out. NXT guys came out. It was Gargano, Ciampa, Ricochet, and Aleister Black. So they had amazing matches, obviously. And I think, and they said the reason that this happened is Vince saw the ratings are slumping. They had a little boost last week with the whole fucking Becky Charlotte Flair thing.
Right.
This week they needed something else. Like Becky will get them there, but like they need something else. And he called Triple H and he was like, "Listen, I need 4 of your best guys. We're bringing them up, and the top 4 guys." And that's why you got those 4, which is weird because they're all mid fucking storyline. Like every single one of them has a storyline going on in NXT that they kind of brushed away. And that was the, dude, we're going to jump in. Let's just jump in. I don't like the way they handled this. You know, these NXT guys, they're doing an amazing job. They're telling stories. It's fantastic. I don't need fucking Michael Cole going, Aleister Black, the moody individual.
Yeah,
moody. That's like the complete opposite. Aleister Black is like this meditative, fucking balanced, fucking dark, like wizard guy.
And when he speaks, it's very like, let me tell you something real quick here. Okay, do you understand? Like he talks very like soft-spoken almost.
He's a goddamn warlock, okay? That's why he talks like that. Because he has to do like magic spells under his breath and shit. And that's why he black masses people.
You think black mass is a spell, Vance?
I don't know if I should answer that.
Ooh.
Black mass is a spell. You know what? I would say this. He puts them in a spell to hit them with black mass. Because Black Mass is definitely... Dude, Black Mass looks legit, right?
God, yeah, it's a roundhouse kick to the face, bro. Like,
but like,
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I don't know. I don't want to talk about fake wrestling, but I mean, that's cool. That looks badass as fuck. I like shit that looks badass like that. By the way, speaking of badass, I know we're jumping all over the place, but whatever. It's our show. Sonya Blade competed at Elimination Chamber. Do you know that's like a real thing? Like, I guess she's in the new Mortal Kombat game as Sonya Blade.
That she does the voice of Sonya Blade. Yeah,
dude, she looks so badass.
Yeah,
and I mean, a terrible match, but you know, whatever.
Wait a minute, we didn't even talk about Elimination Chamber yet, did we?
No, we skipped right over it. We glanced. We're moving. Listen. This podcast moves fast and furious, just like The Rock's new movie, Hobbs and Shaw, featuring The Rock and Vin Diesel. No, it's not Vin Diesel. It's the other bald guy in Fast and Furious. The shitty ones.
Jason Statham?
Jason Statham. The transporter. Why wouldn't they just put the transporter in that universe?
All right, let's backtrack a little bit because we did kind of jump the gun here, right?
Yeah.
Let's just, because we have so much to cover in this episode, Vance, let's just rewind a little bit, okay? And gloss over what happened at Elimination Chamber, okay? So
Elimination Chamber, yes. Well, we had some tag titles change hands on the SmackDown side of things.
We sure did. Also on Raw, though. Let's just start from the beginning here. Let's see. Braun versus well, that's not even the beginning.
Baron, I work at Applebee's, Corbin.
Can he stop with that fucking suit shit already? Like, I'm getting really sick and tired.
Like, I got a wrestling match, but you know, I'm coming straight from work. All he needs is flair. He just needs some flair, and he can work at a Fridays.
You not flingers?
Oh, is that the name of it in the movie? I was thinking of it
No, because
in the movie,
the real place. Like, she's like, "Do you mean Chili's or Flingers?" And then the name of the restaurant. Wow, we're jumping all over the place in this fucking episode.
That's
Holy shit.
Cruz, listen, it's a time warp. I don't know what that means.
I was about to start singing that song, but anyways. Okay, so Elimination.
A fucking musical episode.
That is a terrible idea, Vance.
I think we can do it. All right, we need to get back to wrestling.
All right, so listen, I don't want to go over every single fucking match. Let's just go over the main fucking things here, okay?
Right.
We had Finn Balor in a handicap match. Finn Balor in a handicap match versus
Lio Rush and the glorious Bobby the Ass Lashley.
I thought you were gonna say glorious Bobby Roode for a minute there, and I was like, wrong, Bobby Vance.
Oh, what the fuck is he then? The glorious Bobby Lashley? No.
He's not. He's not glorious. He's the what's the word?
The Almighty.
The Almighty Bobby Lashley. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, what are they gonna do when they run out of all these like Christian related themes?
Okay,
up next, the resurrected Aleister Black.
But do you remember our predictions, Vance? Dude, fucking, we have a new IC champ now who's no longer going to be chasing the Universal title. Finn Balor fucking won. Saw that coming. Saw him pinning Leo for the title, which of course, called that. I forgot they totally opened with the women's Elimination Chamber match, man. I can't believe they opened with that match, to be honest with you.
Yep. I thought that was a great way to get the crowd hot.
Yes. And totally called it with Sasha and Bailey winning. I thought that was well deserved.
Dude, I almost thought my girl was gonna take this. I just couldn't see Mandy Rose fucking pinning Sasha or Bailey.
Nah. That wasn't gonna happen.
But they came.
I mean, fucking Carmella.
Hey, we got to see
Naomi.
Ooh, the DUI and the Dick Diddler.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Wait, are we not covering that? Did we cover that?
If you want to cover that in the news, Vance, like, side note, rumor has it that Corey Graves and his wife were already separated for like 6 months.
All right, well, rumor has it that Carmella fabulously is a homewrecker.
Okay, but is she a homewrecker if they're already separated? That's my point. Like, there's always two sides to every story. And if the rumors that I'm hearing are true, that like, no, they were already separated for like 6 months. You know, if it is true that they were separated, she's just an angry soon-to-be ex-wife that's like, oh my God, you fucked Carmella. And so what? You guys are separated. So
all I know is it's pretty weird that Corey Graves is now on Total Divas.
Officially?
No, I meant like that was a joke because like all the drama. Did you not get? You didn't get? It's okay.
I got the joke, Vance. No, I thought you were referencing the text message that she posted. in regards
No,
to
but I
Total
think that
Divas.
they are going to be on Total Divas, right? This is
Oh,
probably going to be on
God.
Total Divas in some way.
I mean, that's only if his wife agrees, ex-wife, whatever you want to call her.
He needs some money.
Anyways, well, you totally lost my train of thought there.
The Women's Elimination Chamber tag match we were talking about.
Well, now we
Oh,
have
no, we weren't.
we have the first ever women's tag champs in Sasha and Bailey. That was already expected. I'm glad that they won.
Yes.
Did you see how many women it took to put fucking Tamina down?
Dude, why are they building these Samoans as wild beasts? Like, I get it. They're big women.
I don't want no comment. No comment.
Okay. I notice you're getting very quiet when I bring up the big Samoan women. So I'm going to call you out on this. Let's say you're a WWE superstar based on this reality show that you tried out for, that you could become a WWE superstar, and you have to fight Nia Jax.
Bring it on.
Do you want to go in there as like a fucking little David versus Goliath in this twisted McMahon fantasy? Or do you want to go in there as an equal?
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm sick of putting Nia's ass on a pedestal because she's Samoan and bigger.
Like I've always said before, Vance, I've said this time and time and time and time again, to just make it a fucking soundbite at this point. Size does not matter in the ring.
Only if you're a short guy, then you can't date Annie Cruz. The only time size really matters. But speaking of short guys, Lio Rush. Take it, Cruz. I don't know what else to say about Lio Rush.
Lio Rush is the same height as me, allegedly. He might be shorter. I feel like he claims to be 5'6". So just imagine,
imagine having to claim to be 5'6". Back of the line, Rush. You can rush right to the back of the line.
Yeah. But no, like, what other title changes were there? Oh, no.
What other title changes? How about the best tag team in the world? Lost the tag titles to the most drunken tag team in the world, the Usos.
I mean, that was expected.
That the Usos were there?
No, that the best tag team in the world were bound to lose it at some point.
I think they're going to win it back after watching SmackDown.
Well, yeah, because they were like, oh, okay, fine, we'll do a rematch at Fastlane.
Fastlane, a.k.a. Speed Bump on the road to WrestleMania.
A.k.a. throwaway pay-per-view.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that big will happen at Fastlane is going to be like, you'll finally find out the official WrestleMania card. But like, you're not going to see I don't think titles are going to change before WrestleMania. Although they're fucking crazy. I don't know, Cruz. I've lost all. Vince is just at the point where he's willing to do whatever it takes. And you know who was at that point, Cruz? Eric Bischoff. And for 83 weeks, he rode that wave. And then that wave came crashing down. And I'm hoping Vince can maintain this. I think now it's all about just sustainability versus, an increase.
I mean, well, one title that did not change, Vance, the WWE Championship.
That is true.
How about the men's Elimination Chamber match and how Kofi Kingston fucking just completely...
Dude.
Dare I say it, Vance? Dare I say it? Dare I say it? It almost seems like, even after having watched SmackDown that followed, right?
Yep.
Is Kofi Kingston more over than Becky Lynch?
No. I think Kofi is more like a well-deserved thing where it's like he's never had the big one, and And he's kind of the New Day's kind of been not doing a lot. I mean, they're selling a ton of merch.
Can you imagine how Mustafa Ali must be feeling right now?
Dude, that's what I'm thinking. WrestleMania, Mustafa Ali, Kofi, Daniel Bryan, triple threat.
So you think it's going to be a triple threat? Because if you think about it, like
I think both Mustafa main events are now going to be triple threats.
Mustafa is out legitimately on an injury, and they're like, all right then, Kofi, it's yours now. You're going to be in this match. Because if you think about it, he crushed it at the SmackDown before Elimination Chamber, right? In that fucking gauntlet match. Do you remember?
Dude, crushed it was amazing.
That fucking match. I was literally at the edge of my seat watching when it was down to just him and Daniel Bryan in that Elimination Chamber. And I'm just like, oh my God.
When he got up from that second knee, he kicked out. I was like fucking Kofi's going to win this thing.
And I was like, holy shit, is he going to win? Is he going to fucking win? And then Daniel Bryan won clean. He won clean.
I know. I was waiting for Rowan fuckery.
And it was very emotional. Like the New Day came out, you know, to help their brother fucking leave the ring and shit. Very, very emotional. But I was just like, damn, like Kofi is like way over right now.
Oh, and he's super over.
And then again on SmackDown that followed. Holy shit. But let's not jump into SmackDown. That pretty much covers Elimination Chamber. I think pretty much what we predicted happened for the most part. I think the only thing, the Braun versus fucking Baron Corbin, that was kind of like, okay, they just made Braun look like a pussy. But yeah, but then they made up for it on I thought
they
Raw.
On Raw they made up for it with that. That was a good match.
They redeemed it. I was like, okay, Braun's back to being the monster among us. I'm cool now. That's fine.
So let me ask you a question, Cruz. What do you think Braun's WrestleMania plans are going to be?
See, that's a good question. What happened? What did Braun do last year's WrestleMania? He fucking participated in a tag match where he was responsible for finding a tag partner, and instead he grabs a kid from the crowd.
I hated that. I hated that whole thing.
What was the whole point of that? They were only champions for like what? How like?
One day, because the kids fucking ate.
Yeah.
That was, I remember he had all these predictions of like who it's going to be. Oh my God, they're going to bring people back. They're going to bring people in. And they fucking put it on an 8-year-old.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, to answer your question, I don't know what's going to be in store for Braun at this year's WrestleMania because, you know, he was also out on injury for a while. He didn't really, it feels like he didn't even really do that much when you think about it.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's like, honestly, what could he do at WrestleMania? I have no idea.
I mean, I don't know. The WrestleMania is like such a weird card for me right now.
It is. Like, I don't see anything right now. What?
I have no idea what WrestleMania, besides like the two main events, but even the two main events I think are still up in the air.
No, they're still up in the air. We still don't know what's happening. But let's go back into Raw right now. Okay, let's go back into Raw. What happened that followed? We started with it at the beginning of the show. Now we're gonna finish it. First of all, I have a bone to pick with Lafayette right now. Okay, Lafayette,
Louisiana.
Y'all suck. Okay. First of all, you have. It wasn't even a lot of the argument is like, oh well, they didn't really promote these NXT people. People don't really want. It wasn't even just the NXT call-ups. Like Sasha and Bailey coming out, nobody really said anything. The entire show, nobody. When fucking Triple H made the announcement that fucking DX is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, nothing. Crickets. When you can fucking hear crickets in the crowd, man, it's like, did you hear that, Vance? Do you hear that?
Yeah, that crowd. Oh my God, that crowd was so bad, dude.
Yeah,
and it's weird that they picked it to be there.
Yeah, and you know, rumor has it. I know you're gonna go into the news, but you know, the rumor that's floating around is that like this was a very last minute decision. I don't know how last minute it was, because there's also rumors of like last minute rewrites and such. And I'm sure you're gonna cover this in the news, but like,
well, I just want to cover something real quick.
Go ahead.
Because I don't know if you noticed, but you got an alert that night, the day before, like the day of, about the NXT call-ups, right? I feel like Vince McMahon treats their WWE Network app the way Trump treats Twitter. Where Vince is like, Triple H, I need 4 of your guys. grab me Stan, the social media guy. Tell him NXT's coming to Raw. Send it right now. Send it to everybody. You know, today we'll cover it later, but he's like, Stan, get in here. Listen, you son of a bitch. I need you to send out a tweet. And the guy thinks he's tweeting. He doesn't know what the fuck Twitter is, so he thinks the WWE Network app is his Twitter. So he's just like, he just sent out a tweet saying Roman's coming back on Monday. Yeah, that'll get him to watch. Roman, yeah. Like, that's what I feel like they're using this fucking app. Because before, remember, it was just results and shit. I never got, like, breaking news from the app.
No, and, you know, we're both have memberships, I guess is the way to call it. Do we have memberships?
We're both subscribers.
Subscriber was the word I'm looking for. We're both subscribers to
$9.99.
WWE Network. WWE Network. And every time I get a notification, it's always like, I got the results from the Elimination Chamber, blah, 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 blah,
yeah.
You know? Like,
or like if a title changes hands on a show.
Watch a recap of Monday Night Raw or whatever, or here's the news with what happened on Monday Night Raw or whatever. So now they're kind of treating it as like a news source almost, you know, with all these different things.
Fake news. Ha ha.
But let's talk about this real quick. You know, let's put aside the fact that the crowd slept on everything that happened. And as I said at the beginning of the show, this is probably one of the best Raws in a long time that we've had. Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But, like, I wish that was a show that I was at live. I've been to 2 different Raw tapings in the last couple of months, and I would have died to have been at this show, man. You know, the fucking top wrestlers in NXT right now, fuck that shit, dude. I would have been on my feet screaming. And
dude, just seeing Ricochet and Finn Balor in the same ring, like, you know, that would be an amazing feud.
Dude, and you know, they all crushed it. And not to skip over, we're gonna talk about SmackDown in a second, but like, they also showed up on SmackDown.
Yep.
And all 4 of them came out successful on both shows.
Oh yeah, of course. They have to. They
let's
have
see,
to.
So on Raw, we had Finn Balor fighting Bobby Lashley because he's upset, you know, with what happened at Elimination Chamber. Ricochet comes out to save the day. Now it's become a tag match, right?
Yep.
Between Lio Rush, Bobby Lashley, and Finn Balor and Ricochet. Ricochet for the pin. He pins Lio Rush. Lio Rush being pinned again. They win, right? You got Aleister Black interrupting Elias.
Yep.
Coming out victorious in that one. Then you got Vance. DIY 2.0 happening, okay?
Dude, DIY 2.0. I love DIY 2.0. I need them to come out to the song, though.
Vance.
No. And pinning them.
Revival. Against the Revival. And
but
like,
it makes sense.
But it's been like 3 years since you've seen them versus the Revival, right?
I think Toronto. I think NXT Toronto was the last time they wrestled.
Yeah. So and then they came out victorious. And then then on SmackDown they come back out and dude, kind of just Aleister Black versus his real life wife's associate.
Dude, how weird was that to watch knowing that information?
She even had her wedding ring on, Vance. She had her wedding ring and she even posted a picture of her like going like this, and the comment thread of people just being like, deep down inside, she's like, yay, my husband won.
Dude, and she's hitting the mat to Aleister's song. When she was all angry, it was exactly in beat with his song. Did you notice that?
I did not notice that, Vance. That's a very observant fucking
no, I'm just very stoned when I watch these things, Cruz, and I get very intense. But okay, let me ask you a question, Cruz. Do you think that another reason Vince brought up those guys is to show everybody in the locker room who they're trying to give more money to because of the whole AEW thing and extending contracts, saying, hey, even if you don't stay, I got a whole fucking division printing guys like you, and they can replace you just like that. Do you think that's why we didn't really see Seth on the show wrestling?
Well, no, so rumor has it, Vance. I don't know if you got this memo, okay? But I just found this out before coming here to do the show with you right now. But apparently Seth is out on an injury or something.
Yeah, he's not cleared.
And he was supposed to be cleared to come on Monday Night Raw, but then it turned out he wasn't cleared. And that's when they were like, what do we fucking do? We need to do something, you know? And that was part of the reason why they decided to do that. Now there's still speculation. Well, are they permanently called up? Or are they, is this a part-time thing? Are they going to be switching between both brands or all three brands, if that, or what? Like,
I think they're going to do the Kevin Owens thing. I think they do the Kevin Owens thing where they switch between the two brands. I think it'd be really cool if fucking DIY won the Raw tag titles and fucking held all the gold. I think that would be super dope.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And then they just transition right to the main roster. But the thing is, would you transition to the main roster? Well, no, maybe they have to both lose their individual titles at NXT TakeOver New York and then go to the main roster as tag champions.
I mean, I don't want to jump ahead, but Gargano is no longer the North American champ.
Oh, yeah, we got to cover that.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second, though. I want to finish SmackDown real quick. So then, you know, we had Aleister victorious over
Andrade. Just Andrade, no.
Then we had a really weird tag match between the Bar, who's like massively different in size. You know,
oh my God, they're huge. They towered over even Ciampa.
Yeah, and fucking they won. Ciampa and Gargano won that match, and they won clean. Okay, great. And then finally we had Ricochet versus who did Ricochet fight on SmackDown? Oh, what's his name from Sanity? We saw Sanity, Vance.
Eric Young.
Sanity came back onto SmackDown, and it was
only
Eric
to
Young
eat the pin.
Ricochet. Yeah. We don't hear from Sanity or anything. No, okay. I have one little point that I want to point out here, Vance.
You may point out.
How do you think EC3, Lacey Evans, Nikki Cross, Heavy Machinery feel after all the vignettes that they kept replaying over and over and over again? Oh, these guys are coming to the main roster.
I think, first of all, Lacey Evans, they're pushing to the moon. She's out every 5 minutes doing something, just walking and saying, and
okay, can I say something about that? Because I want to talk about this next portion that really fucking pisses me off. Okay, this is what really makes me fucking mad. How long has it been since we've seen the fucking Empress of Tomorrow, Vance? It's been like, it feels like 10 billion years since we've seen the Empress of Tomorrow. You know, like, where is Asuka? Where in the world is Asuka?
You mean the SmackDown Women's Champion?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, exactly.
Wait,
you mean the
are you talking about? Wait, Cruz, you're talking about how they're leading this women's revolution, and they're honoring all these women, new titles, tag titles, but your women's SmackDown champion is completely MIA.
Not to mention, not just any champ, but a champ that won clean and made Becky Lynch, the most over female wrestler in WWE right now, tap.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they want you to kind of forget about that, and they're going to bring her back at a later time where it's like,
I obviously want you to forget about it. Do you know what happened on SmackDown that fucking made me so mad? Okay, let's talk about this real quick. You know, Asuka comes out. She even mentioned, oh yeah, I made Becky Lynch tap. You know what I mean? She talks about all this shit, how I beat so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. And then out comes Mandy Rose, right? Mandy Rose comes out.
I enjoyed this part.
Stunt. She pulls a fucking stunt in the ring playing possum. I was like, oh, my eye. Listen, bitch, you're wrestling. You got hit in the eye. Fucking take it. You know what I'm saying? And
that's a Ric Flair. Ric Flair used to do that.
And the ref comes over here, check your fucking eyeball for a minute. And then Lacey Evans, okay? Lacey Evans unnecessarily, okay, comes out and walks back in. She doesn't interrupt the match. She doesn't distract anybody. I would have accepted it, okay, if Asuka got distracted, like Lacey Evans did something or said something that was distracting, and then Asuka lost to fucking Mandy. But instead, no, we're going to make Mandy pull this fake fucking stunt with her eyeball, and then that's how you lose. Okay, great. That makes me fucking mad, Vance. I'm fucking fired up right now. I need to stop.
First of all, here's the deal with this whole thing. I am looking at it from the other side as a Mandy Rose fan and seeing a David versus Goliath.
Shut the fuck up, Vance.
And you got listen. Ric Flair, the dirtiest player in the game. You know, you win by any means necessary. And Mandy Rose, she got blonde hair. Her name's Mandy Rose. She's obviously going to cheat. You know, she's trying to break up marriages when Carmella's really doing that. Like, she's a cheater. Or she's an entertainer cheater. Not a real cheater like Carmella, but a cheater.
God.
So I like this gimmick of them. I really love the fact she's with Sonya Deville, who's just a fucking mercenary, basically. So it's like they're like these two fucking hustlers, man. These two, a hot one and a tough one. And they're just fucking roaming the streets and making justice corrupting justices.
Just corrupting justices, fans?
I don't fucking know what I'm saying, Cruz. All I know is that I wish she was the champion and not Asuka because I think there'd be more feuds. She would look great with that belt. Are you kidding?
I don't think she's ready. Sorry to say it, but I don't think she's ready.
Hey, you know what I didn't think was ready?
Who are you going to say, Vance?
Shay.
That's a lie.
I know.
That is an outright lie, okay?
Okay, well, anyways, I think that that wasn't a terrible segment.
Of course not.
I mean, you got very upset.
You're partial to Mandy Rose. Okay, let me ask you this, Vance. If it was another girl wrestling Asuka, let's say it was Naomi wrestling Asuka, and Naomi pulled that same stunt, and
First of all, Naomi and Asuka are friends, so what would be the storyline for them to wrestle?
Oh my God, Vance! All right, fine. What if it was Sonya Deville?
Sonya Deville when it happened? I think that'd be even more badass. Sonya Deville is supposed to be like an MMA chick, so maybe now they're going to bring up all the other MMA chicks and feud with her for the women's title.
I give up because I do like Sonya Deville.
If it was Carmella, I would feel completely unjustified.
You're like, she's a two-time cheater now. No, I'm just kidding.
She'd be a two-timer. Oh my God, two-time.
Oh,
she can come out and do the fabulous thing and go like this because she knows she's two-time.
Start moonwalking her ass to the other side. Okay.
F-A-B-O-U-L-O-U-S. Yeah.
So they pretty much closed SmackDown with Kofi Kingston once again killing it. And spoiler alert.
Wait, hold on. Speaking of killing it, how about Becky Lynch cracking a crutch across Sonya Blade's face?
Oh, yeah, at Elimination Chamber. That's what happened. She came out dressed like Kill Bill and shit.
Dude,
she came out dressed
like an X-Men. She had the X-Men shit.
Okay, that's a better... I like that better.
She was like an X-Man. Woman. She was an X-person. Speaking of exes, Corey Graves' ex.
Jean Grey, because she's got the red hair. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways,
Jean Grey. Hair. That's exactly who she is. Look it.
Becoming the Dark Phoenix.
Look it. Dude, the Dark Phoenix. Are we making this up as we go along, or is this all real?
Is
Becky doing the Dark Phoenix storyline?
Maybe.
I kind of feel it. I'm kind of feeling a little Dark Phoenixy with her now. She got the red hair.
How did you feel about that, Vance? How did you feel about Becky Lynch? She's supposed to be suspended, and she's supposed to be suspended, right? She shows up with crutches.
You know my opinion on suspensions. They're not real. They're not real.
My point is, she just strolls up into this fucking stadium and fuck shit up with her crutches.
Yeah, because you know why? They're finally making her Stone Cold Becky Lynch. They're finally doing it.
Don't disrespect Stone Cold that way, man.
No, but what I'm saying is like she's going in there, doesn't give a fuck about anything, and causing a fucking anarchy and chaos like Stone Cold used to. He didn't give a fuck. He'd come out in the middle of a fucking New Age Outlaws versus Too Cool match, stun everybody, and just say, oh, hell yeah, and leave. At least she's interrupting the correct fucking match. True. So I love this. I love this bat. And dude, I was reading that there were reports that Ronda said, listen, I want Becky to hit me as hard as she possibly can. And she needed fucking 4 stitches in her head because of her. Sliced her elbow, got stitches in her elbow. Like, she beat the fuck out of her. That's a real crutch. I don't know if you've ever broken anything, Cruz, but I haven't. But I've used a crutch before, and they fucking hurt, dude.
So wait, so you have read reports, because I was actually curious about that, because with the wrestling stuff, that like the pro wrestling type stuff that I have been, I would always tell the girls to hit me for real, because if I'm going to sell a punch, for example, I need to feel direct contact. I need to feel actual contact, because then it's pointless. You know what I mean? So I'm one of those
open the hard way.
No, I like, honestly, I like taking real bumps when it comes to stuff like that. So I was curious, and you just verified it for me. If Ronda was all straight up like, yeah, just fucking hit me as hard as you can, because that would be me. That's how I would be if I were.
Well, you gotta remember too, Ronda's a fucking UFC fighter.
Yeah, she can fucking take it.
She's not gonna be like, oh, just tap me with just a little right in the face, Like, no, like fucking hit me.
Yeah.
And it looked brutal. It looked brutal. But I guess it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dave Meltzer reported that Ronda and Becky met, and she said, I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Damn. Well, that she did. Vance. She did.
So just jump back to that.
As I was saying, no, it's fine, because we totally forgot to cover that. Because there's so much to cover in the week, man. You know what I'm saying? But Kofi Kingston, once again, end of SmackDown, Shane O'Mac comes out and basically says, well, you know what? It's going to be you versus Daniel Bryan at Fastlane. So Kofi's going to get a title shot, Vance. But something tells me
There's got to be fuckery, right?
I don't think he's going to win. I don't think he's going to take the title. I don't think they're going to take the title off of.
He could win the title of WrestleMania.
They're not going to take the sustainable belt off of Daniel Bryan.
Imagine if Kofi makes a unicorn belt.
Oh boy, with pancakes and sparkles and
dude, that'd be such a great belt. They would sell millions. They would sell millions of those things. A fucking pancake belt.
A pancake belt. Is it edible though?
Dude, they got pancakes over. They're selling pancakes and cereal. Like, that's crazy.
Oh yeah. So that was SmackDown. Let's run through NXT real quick, and then we'll get into the news.
Yes.
So what's interesting to me, I mean, it's pretty much everyone knows that this episode of NXT this week was pre-recorded, right? So everybody pretty much kind of already knew that, okay, Gargano lost the belt already to Dream, right?
Not so fast, because remember, Cruz, they also filmed an ending, I guess, with Gargano winning. So people were like, wait a minute, if they filmed that recently, then maybe Gargano's going to win the champ. You know what I mean? So they fucked with us, which I liked.
Or they're fucking with us now, still, you know? But my whole thing is watching. Let's just start from the beginning, though. We had Alistair, third night in a row, technically, even though it is pre-recorded or not. You know, on Raw, he won. SmackDown, he won. They open up NXT with him versus Roderick Strong, which that was a great match. By the way. That was a really, really good way to fucking kick off NXT, dude. That match was great.
Roddy Strong is really a fucking amazing worker.
And he's tiny. Like, he fucking
oh, here we go with the short guy thing, Cruz.
I'm giving Roderick Strong some props, dude. Took on fucking Alistair, and he's not as big as Alistair. Let me just rephrase. Okay, is that better?
Yes, thank you for changing that.
Okay,
thank you for correcting
that. That was an amazing match. Mia Yim versus what the fuck is her name? The Asian girl. Why am I blanking on
Mia Yim versus Maya Lee.
I don't think that's her name.
I don't think that's her name either, but I think it's Lee. She looked
Something
like Melina from Mortal Kombat a little bit.
She was tiny. She was tiny too.
She was in purple, right?
Yeah.
Or was it red?
Well, regardless,
Purple.
Mia Yim won, and then Shayna Baszler came out with her 2 lackeys, and then now it's going to be Shayna versus Mia Yim, man.
That's a great fucking match.
I can't wait to see that match, dude.
I hope Mia Yim
Side
recruits
note,
Io Shirai and Kairi Sane, and they form like this Asian badass stable versus these MMA chicks.
Yeah, because like seriously, it's interesting because you know they have these call ups happening, right? And it's almost kind of like, well, I don't think Shayna's gonna go anywhere until Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir are ready, because they're definitely not ready yet. I don't think.
I don't know, man. They're fucking bringing their world champion up.
What?
Like, I think they'll bring anybody up at any time. I've lost all, like I said, it's just completely unpredictable now.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It took me a minute to understand what you were saying.
Like, they could call up Shayna fucking on SmackDown next week to feud with Carmella.
True. But see, we didn't even really cover this when I mentioned it a second ago, where I said, what must it feel like to be Lacey Evans, EC3, Heavy Machinery, and, you know, all those vignettes that they showed, and then all of a sudden they're bringing these 4 stars from NXT, and it's almost kind of like, because they didn't really let the ones that they originally called up and kept promoting and promoting. They didn't really let them shine. Have we seen Nikki Cross win anything since she got called up? Yeah. No.
And Lars hasn't been around. They never showed Lars.
Lars is MIA. As far as I'm concerned, Lars is MIA. He's still gone. Heavy Machinery, they're kind of like show them just for like comic relief, I feel like almost at this point.
What they're doing with those guys.
Lacey Evans, the only time we saw her was at fucking Royal Rumble. Like, and I almost feel like her randomly walking out and then walking back in, unnecessary, still sticking to that. But I almost feel like, is this their way of trying to show that like Lacey Evans is trying to make it known, like, hi guys, remember me? I'm here too, you know?
I think they're doing, you know, it's like Street Fighter, where it's like a new challenger has appeared. And then she leaves. A new challenger has left.
Yeah, well. So to closing up NXT, we had a very epic battle between Gargano and Dream, which of course, as we've already stated throughout the show,
really good TV match.
DREAM.
Oh boy, it was a purple rain, baby.
How many times did those motherfuckers pull their finishers and then they all both kicked out? Oh my god.
How about that fucking Death Valley driver rolled into a Death Valley driver?
Yeah.
That was crazy. Dude, lifted him up.
That was fucking nuts, dude. And then at one point, the crowd.
Dope.
No, he's fucking dope, dude. The thing that was really funny to me was when at one point everybody kept booing Gargano and he did this whole thing, you know, on each side of the ring and shit. Like, no, that was a really good match. So right now, the new North American champ is fucking Velveteen Dream.
So good.
So I don't know. I feel like this is a good way to set.
They announced the Dusty Tag Tournament's back.
That's right. I think first up is going to be the Undisputed Era, the Forgotten Sons, those 2 German guys,
and German guy number 2,
and then
the Forgotten Sons.
And then the Forgotten Sons. Oh no, the Street Profits.
Oh shit! Did somebody say Street Profits? Turn it up, baby. Turn it up. This isn't a Red Cup, but you know, you get the picture. Dude, Street Profits. They're kind of winning me over. They're fucking great.
Yeah, they're great. So I think this is a good time to segue into our news, Vance. We kind of covered a little bit of it, but I think it's time for you to bring in the news.
Let's bring in the news.
There we go.
Breaking news. By the way, breaking news. This just in on the WWE app or Vince McMahon's personal Twitter feed. Roman Reigns, aka Joe Anoa'i, will be on Raw this Monday to address his battle with leukemia and to plug his movie with The Rock.
Do you think that it's in remission again and he's going to come back? What do you think this means, Vance? What do you think? If he's
think that they're just trying to get people to watch. I don't think it's going to tell us anything.
So you think that he's just going to promote the film and then that's it?
I think he's going to promote the film. And he's still like, they're just showing face. It's Lacey Evans and listen, okay. I am #1 Shield guy. You know that, right? But I think the next time you're going to see Roman Reigns is going to be at WrestleMania when Seth Rollins wins and Dean Ambrose comes out and they do the fisty thing. And that's the last time you see the fisty thing, maybe ever, until the Hall of Fame induction.
That's true. That's very true. Okay, I didn't mention this when we were talking about Raw, but what about this whole thing with Ambrose, dude? Like, is he?
I think he's involved with the Roman Reigns thing.
Is he a face?
He's a face
again?
now. He's completely face.
Okay.
His gimmick is, I forgot the last 6 months of my life.
Yeah, what is with that?
He's acting like they just reunited with Kurt Angle.
Do you think that he like told the writers, all right, listen, guys, I'm just.
I think that he's like, listen, I'm fucking leaving. Let's just pretend the last 6 months didn't happen, and I'll just go out there and do my thing. I'll be Wacky Dean again. It'll be fun. Everybody will have a good time. I'll talk to Seth. Instead of this fucking, I think people smell and I need to put needles in my ass. And fight Samoan women.
Yeah.
I really hope they're done with this intergender bullshit they were doing.
Hey, I want more intergender wrestling, okay?
Listen, Cruz, wrong show. The intergender thing, I get no problem with. But Dean Ambrose on his fucking farewell tour, I don't want to see him fight Nia Jax.
All right, fine. Fair enough. Fair enough, Vance. Fair enough. All right, what else is in the news, Vance? What was in the news?
Oh, yeah, that's my job. Hold on. I got notes here. Also in the news. Oh, All Elite Wrestling has announced that at Double or Nothing, they're going to have another over-budget battle royal where they just throw a bunch of guys in the ring and fucking from everywhere. You watched, you saw the one at All In. Remember All In?
Yes, I did see All In.
They haven't said what the winner will get, but my guess is a title shot at the AEW Championship, right? It's got to be.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
Also in the news, there is a strong rumor going around that Daniel Bryan's opponent at WrestleMania could be a returning Kevin Owens.
Ooh!
What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, I agree. KO. I've mentioned this many a times. I was actually hoping to see KO at the Rumble. When you think about it, Vance, the men's Rumble was kind of underwhelming in the sense that
weak sauce, Cruz. Weak sauce.
Really, we didn't really. Yeah, exactly. No throwbacks.
It
not really.
Fun.
It wasn't fun. It was not fun for me. And they've been showing a lot of like self-taped videos Kevin Owens has been making, eating pizza with pineapple on it.
What is his new gimmick? I love my family.
He better not be coming back as a face.
I hope he does come back as a face. Kevin the Family Man Owens.
Come on.
Why he comes out, he's all happy. I like the Kevin Owens with Chris Jericho. Like the funny Kevin Owens.
All right, funny Kevin Owens is pretty funny, so I'll give you that. It's
pretty good. But he was mean, like he beat the fuck out of Chris Jericho, put him through a TV, but like he had a sense of humor about it.
Right. So wait, so rumor, is this a rumor, Vance? That like there's a chance that it could be Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens?
That is a rumor according to various outlets, though. So, it's got some legs. Also in the news, there will be a movie based on everyone's favorite racist and the legend himself, Hulk Hogan. Playing Hulk Hogan, Miley Cyrus's husband, Which
No.
one is he? Chris Hetfield.
No. Chris Hemsworth is not the one that's married. It's his brother. It's his brother.
Brian Hemsworth.
No, Chris Hemsworth, you dope.
Chris Hemsworth is the one married to Miley Cyrus.
No, it's not. His brother. His brother is the one that's the Luke, or what the fuck's his name?
Luke Evans.
He was in he was no. He was in the Hunger Games. And is it no, I'm pretty sure it's Luke is his name. That's my fuck, what the hell is his name? Liam Hemsworth. Liam Hemsworth is the one who's dating Thor,
right?
No, Chris Hemsworth is Thor, who is the one that's going to be playing Hulk.
Which one's this?
That one is Luke Hemsworth, who is dating Miley Cyrus.
Okay, then who's Thor?
That's Chris Hemsworth, also going to be playing Hulk.
I could see that.
Now, they look alike, so I can see how you,
Here's some fun facts about this movie. It's being produced by Todd Phillips and Bradley Cooper. Todd Phillips coming off the Joker film. Bradley Cooper, and they mentioned it in this article, who is in talks to play Vince McMahon in Pandemonium, the film about Vince McMahon, which we got to read the script, Cruz. Eric Bischoff will help produce the film, as well as Hemsworth. Hemsworth.
They're Australian, by the way, not British.
I could see him as Hulk Hogan. I could definitely see him as Hulk Hogan.
Well,
like when he, not short hair Thor, but like long hair Thor, I could totally see him.
Okay, but no, listen. Who else would play him, though? Because Chris Hemsworth is tall as fuck. He's like 6'4", dude. You know what I mean? And Hulk Hogan is 6'8". Oh, yeah. Chris Hemsworth, Almighty Thor, the God of Thunder, he's fucking 6'4".
Cruz, let's have some fun right now.
Oh, my God, Vance, what?
Who's going to be featured in this movie? Probably like these, like Ultimate Warrior, obviously. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And probably Andre the Giant. So out of those three, who are you casting as those three?
I'd have to think about that, Vance. Who would you cast?
Ultimate Warrior Nicolas Cage. Man!
Wait a minute.
Nick Cage. Nick
Cage would have to bulk up to play the Ultimate Warrior, bro.
Dude, they could CGI abs and shit.
Oh my God.
I think he'd be an amazing Ultimate Warrior. Just fucking his face and shit. All coked out all the time. Oh, Macho Man. Who's going to play the Macho Man?
Okay, wait, hold on. Fuck. Okay. It would have to be... I have to think about this one for a minute.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling as Macho Man Randy Savage? Are you out of your fucking mind?
I think he could do it. I think he just has to slow down that Brooklyn accent. Yeah.
But I don't think so, Tim. I don't think so.
All right. Maybe not Ryan Gosling. Okay, what about...
I don't know. How about we think about it and ask the Going Over Universe?
Let's ask the Going Over Universe.
That'd be very interesting. That'd be very interesting. You know what I mean?
That's a great question for them. Also,
right,
fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do a fun fact. So there used to be a video game called King of the Ring for the Nintendo Entertainment System, also known as the Famicom in Japan. And Hulk Hogan was featured in that game. And apparently when he went to go see what his character looked like, he said that he looked too bald. So if you play that game, the designers put a full head of hair on Hulk Hogan. So he's got all blonde hair when he used to, and on the cover of the game, he's bald. I thought that was I don't know where, I just read that today.
That's a random fact, Vance. Anything else in the news, Vance?
Let's see. Also in the news, there is Paige is in discussions about possibly joining the Hall of Fame this year, which I think would be great.
I think would be a great headline. Do you think she'd be the youngest person to join the Hall of Fame?
I think so. I think it was Edge.
She's only 26. Yeah,
she would definitely be. She would definitely be then.
She's only 26, so she would definitely be the youngest person to join the Hall of Fame. Now, would that be this year or in the future?
It's just in talks.
Oh,
I would do it this year. Hit it while it's hot. She got a movie coming out. Like, why not? Get that announcement.
That's true.
That's
true. That's true. What else, Vance? What else is in the news? Anything else?
That is that looks like everything I was looking at, because it just keeps going to pictures of Liam Hemsworth now. Okay, so I'm reading right now on the Wrestling Observer newsletter that just came out. The reported plan for the Universal title match is to plant small seeds of hope for the fans that Seth Rollins might win. So every week you're going to hear he won't win.
We haven't seen Seth Rollins in a while, and I feel like, if the rumors are true and all that he wasn't cleared for Monday Night Raw. That's the reason why they had all that stuff happen. Even regardless of all of that, there's just not that much hype going around this particular match between him and Brock Lesnar. You know what I mean?
It's all Paul Heyman. I mean, I really like that retrospective they did on Brock Lesnar, though. That was very informative.
No, it was. But I'm just saying, like, that's why it's like underwhelming to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's not really much of a storyline there. It's just, I don't know. We'll see how this plays out, man. We'll see how this plays out.
I agree, Cruz. Cruz, do we have any personal news for the Going Over universe? Perhaps in regards to certain giveaways?
Oh, yes, we do, Vance. For those of you watching and or listening right now, we have some merch coming up. We're going to be doing some giveaways probably next week. I don't want to say what it is just yet, but just know that we're going to be
merch.
It's some.
It's shit that like you could wear and people would be like,
would you say, Vance, that is too sweet?
I would say it's too sweet.
Sweet. And on that note, Vance, I think this podcast is it's going over. Wouldn't you say?
I think this podcast is going over. Cruz, where can they find you on the medias of social?
You could find me at Annie fucking Cruz on Twitter, at Annie Cruz on Instagram.
And I'm available on all your major dating apps under a variety of aliases.
But also on social media with what name, Vance?
That guy Vance on everything.
That guy, man. You can find us at Going Over Podcast on Instagram, at Going Over Pod on the Twitter machine. This is Stone Cold Annie Cruz going over and out. I just stole your name
again, Vance. Damn.